Alright everyone, hello once again to Nat 20, a 3.5 campaign D&D show featuring mods from JP's channel because, well, we're a bunch of, I don't know, bandwagoners or something? I don't even know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, we finally got ourselves a fourth member, and so we're gonna do a little bit of camera resizing while we're on air because, yeah. Yeah. But let's get a quick rundown of how's everyone doing in the meantime. Let us start out with Sigan. How you doing, man?
Just fine, except for I'm getting sick again, which isn't that good
Sicko.
actually. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing fine. I'm actually going to go out and ski because they just opened up the what skiing place, whatever it's called.
Slopes.
Yeah, pretty much. They just opened them up, and it's basically walking distance from me, so I'm gonna have lots of fun with that.
You lucky bastard. I've not been able to ski all winter because it's basically why it's been incredibly cold in California. There has been absolutely no snow or no rain. I mean, past the fact that I can't ski, it's also, drought and all that. That's never a
Oh,
good thing.
okay.
All right. Okay. I got your window captured, so I drag that out far enough. Where are you on this? Okay, there you are. All right.
It's a balmy 77 degrees here.
Well, with that, Mr. Guru, let's introduce you. And how are you doing today?
Good. We haven't gotten all the snow here that everybody else is complaining about. It's actually been rather warm
Where are you actually from?
in Arizona.
Oh, right. Does it?
Uh,
It actually snows there sometimes, right? Because you're elevated.
Sometimes, but not so far yet. We
You guys
usually
don't have daylight
we
savings,
usually
right?
get it in April, which is really weird.
You don't have daylight savings in Arizona, right?
Nope, we're cool. We have our own time zone.
That's awesome.
All right, let's get you in the picture here. Doing some live scene editing. All right, and Adnan Dothsan, how you doing?
Doing well. We have some snow here. It's 14 degrees Fahrenheit outside, minus 10 Celsius. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. School
Solid.
started up again. Got new courses going, so that's good times all around.
What do you? Do you even have majors in Euro schools? Is it?
It's
Is
it's
it all
different. We
like?
don't have any general education like you guys do, because we don't like to waste time on things we should already know. Uh, Instead, we enroll in what we call a program, which is like in the computer engineering program, which means I have a set of courses that I will be taking for the duration of 3 years. I may have some minor choices towards the end, like I'm choosing specialized in programming instead of mathematics or networking. But other than that, I have this program. So I am a computer engineer student, and right now I am studying product technology, which is basically a course about robots and testing and verification. And the other course is mobile product development, which is like the nitty-gritty of cell phones, like how do they transmit, how does Wi-Fi on a phone work, how does Bluetooth work, all that kind of stuff.
It sounds
It,
riveting.
no, it's actually the worst, but I graduate this summer, so I just need to get through this course and my graduation work, and then I can get to doing some fun stuff.
Excellent. All right, and we, for the first time, have a fourth member of the crew, Legend John. How you doing, man? Good to have you here.
Hey, thanks. It doesn't snow here because it's Louisiana, so nothing's changed, and my life is boring, so nothing's happening.
Excellent.
Yay!
Short,
Yeah.
short and sweet. Now, you were a little bit apprehensive, I think, originally about joining because of school or something, right? But
Yeah.
then you got bitten by the bug.
Yeah, school's pretty much calmed down. So,
All right. So, we'll be introducing John's character. I think you guys might end up seeing what it is a little bit earlier, but how he'll get introduced to the group, you'll find out a little bit later. Yes, it is all planned out. as that was a question previously from one of our crew. But he won't be in the story just quite yet. So instead, what we're going to do is continue basically where we left off, and that was with you guys standing over the dead body of Draymond.
Yeah,
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that.
That really thick forest of DM hacking.
You put up your microphone. We can't quite hear you.
Yeah, we can't quite hear you.
We just had made it through that very thick forest of DM hacking.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Totally.
FDX.
So I think Alistar and Sock were having a disagreement.
Not really. Like, I just drank the
Oh yeah,
blood
I
of
threw
fire.
my javelin at you. I remember
Yeah,
this.
but I didn't really care. I just dropped the innkeeper then, and I picked up the map from his corpse
Someone
and
threw my
placed.
javelin at you. You're like, I don't really care.
No, I don't really care. Like, you're just stupid. And I placed my 2 gold pieces on top of the innkeeper's eyes.
Sure.
That's a lot of
So-
money.
Yeah, it is, and I have 0 money right now because of that.
You give him all your money.
Well, you guys had like a
Hey,
pool of
he
coins.
treated me
so-
to a meal, so you know.
I don't have a pool. I'm not sharing. That
No,
one.
I mean you guys got money to share.
Oh, okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
I've got all of it though.
Does he?
Yeah,
thought
he's got all like he was given what 200 I believe I said.
I was
Yeah.
250, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might have
look.
been. I don't know.
Maybe 215. Is what it was. I thought it was 200, but
No, it was
wherever.
200. So I've got 196 left.
And at some point I'll deduct like regular traveling fees or stuff like that. But I
What?
think
There's toll roads?
well, no, I'm saying like staying in the inn probably costs you a few silver.
I mean, we
For
paid that.
example. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying like we're not worrying too much about specifics money wise and all that because it just gets to be a little bit of a drag. So
Yeah.
yeah. What
Yeah.
are you guys gonna do?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly where we left
Well,
off.
I mean, I took the map from the innkeeper's body that was
Right,
pointing us
got a map.
towards the guy that was supposed to be able to help us. So we should probably
Should probably head there.
look
Right.
look to the map and see if we can figure out where this guy lives because it was in this forest. So
Forest is full of DM hacks. Let's be wary.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so
We still have our horses, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Right.
So let's consult the map and see if we can actually read this thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at it, you can see where the fork in the road is. It's got a little bit drawing of the hangman's noose, and up on the northern road, it has a little arrow going that way, and then at some point, it shows another entrance into the forest off the main road, and it continues drawing that arrow that way, and then eventually just kind of arrives at a house. So there's no real scale given per se, but you have a general gist of what to look for.
Okay.
All right. How far is it, give or take?
That's what I just said. You have no.
Oh,
It's it's nothing really drawn to scale, right? It's just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like like an old school pirate treasure map. You have a line drawn to an X, so you know which way to go, whether or not that will take days or an hour. That's something.
It's kind of like that. The map that I linked.
But we do
Yeah,
have a direct
more or less.
from where we are.
Yeah, so
now.
you know kind of more or less where to go. How long it'll take you, you're not quite sure.
I am going to send Ausir that direction. Say, fly, return when you find something.
Something.
Instead of
And then he
a
died.
house. Fly, and be safe.
So you tell him to fly until he finds a house?
Yes.
Okay. Are you
A week passes.
like how how long are you waiting is my question before you start
I'm
going,
not
I
waiting. I'm
suppose.
gonna start
Not a
riding.
week.
I'm gonna start riding that direction. I just want him to fly ahead because he's probably faster since he can fly.
So
Right?
you okay, I just want to make sure here. So you
Oh yeah.
basically
No, he's basically the
so
scouting party.
he came he was on your shoulder and you just told him to fly that direction,
Right.
pointing in a direction, fly that direction until you find a
Okay.
house.
Sure.
Okay.
The
Or
house
so.
is hidden and he flies over it.
He'll take off from your the perch on your shoulder and start flying that way.
Sure.
Okay, so
Ride.
He's a dragon. He
Yeah.
can take care of himself, guys. He'll be fine.
what does
Unless
he eat
he can't
anyway?
see.
Like bugs?
Oh, he eats human flesh.
That was the most casual thing I've ever heard.
Nice.
That's why I was throwing the javelin at you, Stigan. I need a new meal for him.
Oh, that's why.
No, I don't know. He eats fish, meat, whatever.
I'm
Like, he's a
sure
predator.
I'm sure he'll
Yes.
eat rats, other birds.
Sure.
Yeah, you
That's
took
why I
that
kept
rat
that
with you.
rat in my pouch, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case. Emergency food.
Okay,
Right.
so we're heading towards the where we think the house or cabin is located.
Yeah, sure. So you ride for a couple of hours. You know, you started. It was right around midday when you met with Draymond. You'd ride for a couple of hours, and you almost miss it, in fact. But you do find a path that goes off into the woods. I'm gonna assume you guys follow that path. It you know it could very well be the one that. That
Oh,
is
we
on the
totally
map.
don't.
You
No,
don't?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, you just continue riding off.
Can-
off in the
No,
woods.
we're
Can we
How
sense
dense are
motive
these?
of this path?
Sense motive on a path. No, you cannot sense motive on a path.
Can you see if it's an evil path?
Well, it does look very foreboding as it goes off into the middle of a dense forest. So, if that's evil to you. Anyway,
Yeah, how close are these trees together? Like, theoretically, if I want to burn the forest down, could I? Just.
I mean,
theoretically.
you can start a fire. Whether or not it's going to burn the entire forest down depends on various
Like,
amounts of
How
factors.
close are they? Like, would it seem like it? Or is there sunlight coming through? Or is it
Into
like-
the forest is very little sunlight going to, so it is very dense. Yes.
So it's like Mirkwood in the latest Hobbit movie. Like, everything's really dense and.
I
Thick.
haven't seen it, but sure.
That's
Wow.
quite the comparison.
I think it's pretty apt, but if one of us hasn't seen it, it's a shame. Okay, well, let's just keep riding then and see what happens.
Okay, so
Okay.
you'll head into the path. The path is much smaller and not as well kept as the main road, of course. You know, it's not like it's overgrown or anything, but it's you know you have to ride single file, and you probably go a little bit slower because it kind of twists and winds around trees. It's a little bit darker as well. You're able to see, you're still able to see, but you know everything's just not as clear as it was on the main road.
We're gonna do
Wow.
marching order.
I'll go first, like it's only natural.
I'll be behind him.
All right, and
Yeah, I'm
Shock is
last.
in the back.
Yeah.
John, where are you? Hi, kid. We'll get to that. All right. So you ride for a little while longer, and in the meantime, your bird will actually, or sorry, your dragon will get back
Bird.
and find you amongst the trees finally.
Extrapolating from how long that took.
Yeah, you haven't gotten on the path
It can't
too far.
It can't be very far. We're pretty close, guys. Who set this
We should be.
aura on roll 20? What the hell?
I don't
Huh?
know. Somebody's messing around with it.
Oh,
Okay, whatever. Okay, it can't be far, guys. I'll see this back. I told them to go and search for a house and then come back.
A house.
So
That was
a house. So
could be any house.
there
Whose house?
there must be
Any
something
house.
close, like a bird would see,
Or a plane.
or a plane. No, it's Superman.
Oh, wait.
So you guys will continue writing, and another about hour or so passes. It's about 3 hours total since you left the fork in the road, and off to your left side is suddenly, it looks like a decent sized cottage. There's some, crops that are growing around it. It's got a little bit of a wisp of smoke coming out of the chimney. Um, it's actually got like essentially a white picket fence around it for absolutely no reason, because why do you need a fence when you got a house in the middle of the forest? But there it is. So, it looks like it's really nice, well-kept house.
This is a
Okay.
fine old house.
So,
I draw my weapon.
the, oh my god. Since there was a fence around the whole thing, I'd assume there was gates on the fence.
Sure, I mean,
Like
it's
small
a
gate or something.
it's a low fence. It's like it's not really meant to keep anybody out per se. But there is a gate for it. Yes.
I would just imagine he had some
I
kind of
jump
pet, maybe. Yeah, can we just walk over this, or do we have to open it?
I mean, are you trying to destroy his picket fence?
No, you're jumping it.
Okay.
No, like, yeah, walk over it, sort of like take one step over and follow with the other step. I'm not trying to
Sure.
crush the fence.
I'm not sure if your horses can make
No,
it without like
I'd-
a running start, but
I'd probably just jump off the horse before I try to
okay,
climb over the fence or
sure, that's fine.
walk over it.
Yeah, you can climb over it without any sort of checks really. It's low enough. It's like a couple of feet high. So
That's such a
I
shame
jumped-
because I believe Dip just made a dex check
No,
and he failed
I-
miserably.
I jumped it with a horse. That's a ride check that I failed.
I also want to be ridiculous and jump it with my horse. Let's do
Oh
this.
god. I'm leaving my horse outside. I tie it up.
you're
to-
not gonna be able to get enough of a running start to jump it with the horse.
What? I can't jump
Oh,
with the
come
horse? I call DM hacks.
I was gonna destroy the fence.
Okay, fine. I'll get off my stupid horse.
Okay, so we tie up the
Generally,
horses to
generally you need, I
something.
think, a 20-foot running start to be able to jump
Like,
things.
there's probably
What if we
trees.
practiced equestrian, horse ride?
Look,
Professional horse ride.
once you get back, maybe you can do so. These
Okay,
horses are
sure.
not trained for it. You're not trained for it. Although I don't know,
Okay.
Diff might be a little bit trained for it. You do have some amount of ride.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I think once Diff gets his own horse, I think that might be a doable thing.
what's the house look like?
Trans-dimensional horse.
What's the house-
Wait, sorry, what?
What does the house look like?
As I said, it looks like a modest-sized cottage.
Well kept.
It's not really a farmhouse by any chance. It's not like Farmer Samuel's. It's not like the Peach Farm. It looks like it's just houses. One maybe two people.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go around the back and check out
Why?
if there are any
By
alternate
yourself?
entrances. Yeah, and you guys can just stay here, or you can go knock on the door and distract him.
Distract him. He's supposed to help us. The
Right,
innkeeper
right,
gave us-
but we don't know anything about him, so.
So
Oh, by the way, I tie up my horse.
Okay,
yeah, we all did, I suppose. Like,
sure.
isn't that to be expected?
I also tie up my horse. I don't.
Yeah,
Is this?
that's fine.
Did something happen somewhere that made you think of that?
Hey,
I mentioned
I'm
it
tying
before.
up my
Anyone-
horse. Yeah, I don't trust him. Asshole can't even jump.
so
So,
he
yeah, I'll-
he goes.
I go
on
around the
crazy
back. I go around the back of the house.
I'll
And
just
I
walk
guess-
up the front door.
Guess
and
Yeah,
you-
me
Looking
and
for an entrance.
Alistair walk up to the front door.
Okay. Shock, as you walk around the back, there's another little like garden area. It's got some, corn and some, cabbage and other various little foods growing in the back. And in the middle of all of it is a really like menacing looking scarecrow. Like you've seen scarecrows before, but this looks particularly menacing. Like it looks really, really mean. And as you're it's actually a little bit unnerving how how whoever crafted this scarecrow really didn't like crows.
Plot twist: it's John.
and as go ahead and make a spot check real quick.
Spot check. You have that trained. What spot? Is that search?
No, it should just be spot.
Oh, there it is. Wisdom. So I have +5, but it's untrained, so I get -4, right?
Yes. Okay.
Wait. I didn't. Why? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I get 6. Great. Is a fate point to re-roll that?
We'll
Just
do that one yet. So yeah, you don't. Yeah. I mean, this scarecrow looks a little mean, but other than that, there's nothing really out of the place. And there's no back door that you can see. Alastair and Diff, you are at the door.
I'll knock.
Okay. After a little bit of a little bit of pause, you hear some clattering from the inside, and the door opens, and looking upstairs. How tall are you actually, Alastair? And Diff,
I'm
both of you?
pretty short. Let's see, 5'6".
I'm 5'7".
So even shorter than you. So this guy is just kind of like looks up at you guys. Is this definitely older looking man, and he's got sort of a comb over going for some reason. Trying to hide his bald spots. Clean shaven though, but definitely an old face looking up at you. And can I help you, gentlemen?
Ambrose, I assume.
Oh yes,
I say.
yes. What can I do for you?
Draymond sent us. He told us about everything that's occurred in the town, about the unknown man with the knowledge that he shouldn't possess, and he told us to seek you out.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. Well, you guys should come on in, and as he waves you in, he'll look around and says, is there another one of you somewhere?
Yes.
I see 3
our-
horses, but only 2 of you.
Our Dragonborn went out the back for some reason. I don't know what he was trying to do.
He does stupid things sometimes.
Ah, well, he must be just wanted to take a look at my grand garden.
Probably. Let's go with that.
Can I go attack the
maybe-
scarecrow?
Can you go and attack the scarecrow?
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about that thing. It's
Oh
really
my god.
disturbing. I want to just kind of use my breath attack on it.
Holy shit. Okay.
You
All right,
wanna-
I'll go re-roll. No, I'm kidding.
you want to go breathe on his scarecrow, okay?
You could have
Yeah,
just
well-
like poked it or something with your
My cold
glaive. You
breath.
don't have to.
All right.
You don't have to breathe on it.
It's ice now. It's an ice crow.
So
Just 2 damage.
roll to damage.
Would that be like a sunder check or something? Like to see if it breaks since it's an object?
Just-
I mean, you have no idea if it
I
took.
don't know what it is. I don't think it's even
damage,
alive,
yeah.
but I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
No?
there's some frosty stuff on its on like the shirt that it's wearing.
Did
job,
anything
Like,
break?
that's about all you got.
I'll also use my tail on it. My tail is
What are you doing?
Beat up the
+3
inanimate
attack bonus.
scarecrow.
7. I don't know.
I'm guessing this guy.
So you try to whap your tail at it, and you just completely fail to hit.
And this is where
It
we
has an
find
AC.
out that he's
It
just
has an
like a
AC.
cat. Gets
Wouldn't
scared.
it be like an automatic hit since it's
Yeah,
an
since it's
object that is-
stationary, actually.
Yeah.
So as I said, you should go whap your tail at it, and you completely miss.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my glaive on it, which I did draw before.
So we can see out the window where he's just out there, he's just
Yeah,
flailing
we
around.
in this guy. Can we?
15.
Your glaive will strike it and bounce right back off.
Are you serious? What is going on? I'm
Yeah,
getting really
Max.
scared.
Well, we walked in with this guy, or at least we asked if we could enter the house while he does that.
So are you walking off? Is that what you're doing? Shock?
No, I'm gonna keep hitting this thing until I can hit it.
So while he does that, can we just walk in?
Yeah, so you guys will walk in. It's like, does he need help? Or I guess all three of you should come on in if we're going to talk about this.
You have a window facing your backyard or something, just to make sure he isn't
Or
causing
back
any trouble.
door.
I have window facing many ways. Yes.
I'll walk up to the closest window facing the
So it's
backside of the
the-
house.
now. So what I'm gonna from the inside, as you guys walk in,
Uh-huh.
it's really weird because it looks like the cottage is a hell of a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
It's a TARDIS.
Like, so you go in,
I
right?
said that.
And you go in, and from the outside, it looks like, there may be would be a kitchen and, maybe a living room and maybe one other room. But on the inside, there's like multiple rooms junctioning off. Everything just looks a lot more grand on the inside than you ever would have thought from the outside. But you also don't know if it was just like your eyes playing tricks on you. You can't quite figure it out. And so he'll lead you, they'll show you to one of the
So, just to make things clear, it's not like one of those Harry Potter tents or anything like that. Like, there was obviously something magic going on or anything like that. It could have just been.
there's not, you don't sense anything, or you don't know if it's anything magic. All you know is that it just like it's like your sense of perspective was suddenly thrown off, right? And you expected
So-
it to be a
Yeah.
certain size, and it looks bigger.
Okay.
Like
I just
you
wanted to
weren't
make
sure
it
that
wasn't
all
like,
this space that's on the inside is supposed to actually be the same size that you saw the house from the outside.
Okay.
So while he leads him to the window, I'm gonna hang back in the foyer.
Mhm.
And just
I assume you're detecting evil?
yeah.
Yeah, you don't sense anything evil.
Okay. So we walk up to the window and I look out to see if I can see my companion outside.
I'm still doing ferocious combat.
Okay,
with
well,
the
hold on. No, hold on.
scarecrow.
You're not. So, as you walk over to the
Fuck.
window,
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, I'll let you know what's going on. As you walk up to the window, you see Shock about just have struck the scarecrow, and the glaive bounce off,
Okay.
and
Does it look unnatural how it bounces off? Like,
well, it's made of hay, so the fact that a glaive just bounced off, yes,
Yeah.
it doesn't it looks quite strange.
yeah.
So that's what you've seen.
Okay.
And Ambrose is actually over there watching with you, and he just kind of sighs and shakes his head and says, "Why do they always try that?
Always, I say, and I look at him.
Anybody who ever comes to visit of your adventure persuasion, for some reason they always want to hit the scarecrow.
I just shake my head.
Can you go get him?"
Leads to the back side of the house, or do I have to walk around?
Yeah, you'd have to walk around there.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then.
So, Shock, you can roll another attack in the meantime.
I'm just poking around, the front
Yes,
of the house.
21. Is that it?
Nope.
The thing has field plate on. So- well, shit. I'm gonna try tail then. 18, still nothing. Like
You're just wailing on this thing,
does it
breathing.
does it hurt my tail? when
No,
do
but
it?
it's bewildering.
I don't understand what's going on. It's been 2 rounds. So I'm gonna try and breathe on it again
Sure.
for a D8.
It's actually pretty strange in this case. It almost like space bends around it, and it like the middle section of it where you're breathing like curves, and you don't even hit it at all. And you almost hear a small chuckle,
Oh god.
like a deep chuckle.
It's mocking.
You can go ahead and tell me whenever I get to the other side.
Yeah, you'll get there after he finishes his
Okay.
next round of attacks here.